This guy being the president.
That guy's a bozo.
I don't know if you've been following the news, but I've been keeping my ears open, and it seems like everyone, everywhere, is super mad about everything all the time. I try to stay a little optimistic, even though I will admit, things are getting pretty sticky.
The less amount of time you live, the better. In the eyes of the Post. Which is some racist-ass bullshit, but also incredibly well-coordinated.
I don't care for these new Nazis, and you may quote me on that.
I've lived in this city now. I love it.
I am now gross. I am damp all the time. I don't think it's anything serious, but isn't it though? I was sitting up in bed a few weeks ago like, life. Now I'm trying to push them down and muscle through them.
I immediately collapse on the ground. I wake up and I am covered in sweat lying on the observation table.
They pulled me out of high school. I was in sweatpants all confused. Two guys in clip-on ties are like, come on, son, do the right thing. Sign here and you'll be an English major. I was like, okay.
By the way, part of me was like, whatever, you know? You know those days when you're like, this might as well happen?
Everything is too fast now and totally unreasonable. The world is run by computers.
And then suddenly the government became like cool parents. Oh, no. This other guy's either like 40 or 80. Even we don't know how old he's supposed to be.
I went to a school, right? But I was terrible in school. I was awful at it.
And I'm like, no, that's the thing I'm sensitive about.
And they wear shirts that say school, and it's like, look.
I'm not a man. I'm some stupid punk, you know? And then these drag queens, they'll go out on the street and they'll bully me. They will. They'll be like,
oh, look at him in his little shirt.
it's like, why are you mean, you know?
And he walked up to me and he pushed me like that. He pushed me in the chest. He pushed me and he said, I am gay.
New Line Cinema presents Love at First Sight.
Is he nice? No! I'm trying to stay nice, though. Because when I was a kid, I was raised that you should be nice to everyone in every situation, because you never know their story. But now, at the end of my life, I don't know. A lot of people don't seem that nice, and they seem to be doing fine in the world. Just one word at a time with verbal abuse?
The government is just like,
should we do it? Yeah, let's be bad. Come on, let's do it. And I was like, yeah, that's the type of lowbrow I'm looking for.
The passwords have passed. You've correctly guessed. But now it's time for the robot test.
And I didn't know what to say. Because I couldn't be like, no, that's okay. I was lying. It was a lie. You know, like a crime.
I think eventually everything's gonna be okay. But I have no idea what's gonna happen next.
That would make a great romantic comedy.
So the party was going great. I was out with her one night, and she was drinking like a monster. And I said to her, don't you have to do a shift at school tomorrow? If I got a plate of crack for the table, would you have some? You'd have crack if I got a plate of crack? Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll take an order of crack. It was really easy to get away with murder.
Jesus Christ. He can do that? That shouldn't be allowed.
So I don't know exactly how he phrased it, but the gist of it was, hey, if this visit is to continue, I'm going to stick part of my hand up your ass. So what I did was, I pulled down my pants, and then Alex says to me, hey, come here, I want to show you something.
What if I didn't explain what I meant?
And I can't tell you how frustrating it is to not know what that means. And then it dawns on me. Oh.
And I said, why? Why do you do this?
The first real heartbreak of my life. Think about that for 2 minutes and tell me you don't want to walk into the ocean. And there's some shenanigans, but there's a lot of life lessons. And in the end, they get the greatest gift of all. And it's a wonderful tale of the human heart, isn't it? Well, guess what?
Life is a fucking nightmare. And I would always think to myself, how could another person kill someone? How could a human being kill another human being?
I was just shiny and dumb and easy to trick.
And I was like, oh, okay.
No, in fact, we're gonna frame you for murder. And I sure would like to get out of it. And I crawled out through a window into the backyard, and now I'm running through the backyard, and it had like dollar signs and swastikas in it. It looked like a virus. And then in the 2 column, I'd write everybody, and I'd go, ah.
That's illegal.
It's like, dude, people have died.
He's a pedophile since I was 13 years old.
Gross.
We're getting to the end of the hallway, and she starts to go into that, like, dead-end shuffle, you know? And I chased you down, grabbed you, and said, I'm not gonna rape you.
And then I forgot.
Fuck you!
On Monday, I went to school because that's what we did back then.
No.
And then I go over to Roland in there and like, hey, would you help me out? I'm very gay. I open my eyes and I see
The dynamite 5-foot Jewish bitch, and she's the best.
you gotta go. So I got my stuff and I left.
Maybe he deserved to go. He had a tough life, right?
And you know how sometimes you're like, I bet I know what most things feel like, you know? You just think you'll know. I did not know what this was gonna feel like. Because it's the one thing you can't replace.